galaxy laughed at Earth. To most alien races, Earth was weak, slow, and outdated. Its people were called emotional and foolish when Earth presented its latest invention. The council hall filled with laughter. They called it Earth's prototype, a strange machine shaped like a metal animal. It looked like a cow, but it was made of steel and light. The aliens expected a weapon, but Earth showed a farming machine. "This is useless," one alien leader said. "Where are the guns? Where is the power?" Another laughed. Earth's delegates stood silent. The galaxy turned away, far from the Great Council. On the edge of Earth's space, a single man continued to work. His name was Elias. He was not a soldier, not a hero. He was only a caretaker of the prototype everyone mocked. The cyber cow stood quietly inside an old lab. Its metal body was scratched and worn. Soft blue lights moved along its sides. It could create food from energy. Clean food, endless food. Elias believed in it, even when no one else did. Every night, he checked its systems. Every night, he repaired small damage. And every night, he wondered why the galaxy only cared about destruction. One dark night, the lab was silent. No ships passed by, no signals came from space. Only the low hum of the cyber cow filled the room. Then Elias heard a sound, a small sound, like soft steps. He stopped moving and listened. The sound came from behind the feeding unit. Slowly, Elias turned. His hand moved toward the light switch. He expected a rat or a broken machine part, but what he saw made his heart stop. A small dragon girl stood near the cyber cow. She was no taller than the machine's leg. Her scales were dull and cracked. Small wings rested weakly on her back. She was holding food in her hands, food made by the cyber cow. She ate quickly, like she feared someone would stop her. Her eyes were wide and scared. Elias did not move. He did not speak. He had never seen a dragon so small, so young. Dragons were known as dangerous beings, feared across the galaxy. The girl noticed him. She froze. Food fell from her hands. She stepped back, ready to run. "Please," she said in a weak voice, "I am sorry." Her words shocked Elias more than her appearance. "Please do not hurt me," she said. "My sisters are hungry. They are hiding. They need food and love." Her voice shook. She was brave, but afraid. Elias felt something break inside him. He looked at the cyber cow, a machine the galaxy laughed at, a machine built not to fight, but to feed. "How did you get here?" Elias asked softly. The dragon girl lowered her head. "We followed the light," she said. The light felt warm. At that moment, alarms began to glow softly in the lab. Unknown signals appeared on the screen. Something had noticed the cyber cow's energy. Elias understood the danger. Helping her could destroy Earth's future. Ignoring her would destroy his soul. Outside the lab, stars moved quietly, and somewhere in the galaxy, eyes were turning toward Earth. The story had begun. Elias slowly lowered his hand. He could see the fear in the small dragon girl's eyes. She was shaking, but she did not run. "I will not hurt you," Elias said. His voice was calm and low. The girl looked at him, unsure. "My name is Luma," she said after a moment. "I came for food. My sisters are waiting." Elias stepped back to give her space. He pointed to the cyber cow. "This machine makes food," he said. "You can eat." Luma's eyes filled with tears. "No one ever says that," she whispered. She sat on the cold floor and began to speak. Her voice was soft, but her story was heavy. She told him about her kind. Long ago, dragon racers lived freely, but the galaxy feared their strength. Wars came. Planets burned. Most dragons were hunted or forced to hide. "We are not monsters," Luma said. "But they call us that. They take our homes. They take our parents." Her sisters were younger than her. Too weak to fly, too scared to cry loudly. They hid deep under broken land near Earth's outer zone. "There is no food," Luma said. "Only cold and dark. So I followed the light." Elias understood. The cyber cow gave off a soft energy glow, a warm signal meant to help plants grow. That light had reached her. Elias felt shame. The galaxy had laughed at this machine. They said it was pointless. They wanted weapons. Earth had given them food. Instead, this prototype was built to heal, Elias said. It can feed many, but no one wanted it. Luma listened closely. She touched the metal leg of the cyber cow. "It feels kind," she said. Elias smiled sadly. He knew the truth. Helping her was dangerous. Galactic law was clear. Helping dragons was forbidden. discovered Earth would face punishment, sanctions, isolation, maybe worse. The screens in the lab flickered again. Energy levels were rising. The cyber cow was working harder than ever. Elias checked the data. His heart beat faster. The machine was reacting to dragon presence. Its systems were adapting. This is not good, Elias whispered. Or maybe it was very good. Can you bring your sisters here? He asked. Sluma's eyes widened. You would help us? She asked. Elias looked at the empty lab, at the forgotten prototype, at the silent stars beyond the window. Yes, he said. For now. Luma smiled for the first time. A small, fragile smile. She ran toward the door, but before she left, she turned back. They will come, she warned. The hunters always follow. Elias froze. Who will come? He asked. Luma pointed upward. The ones who hate us, she said. As she disappeared into the dark, the lab alarms turned red. A warning signal spread across the system. Unknown ships had entered Earth's outer space, and this time, they were not laughing. Elias watched the dark doorway long after Luma left. The lab felt colder now, not because of air, but because of fear. He moved quickly toward the control panel. Red warning lights blinked softly. Unknown signals filled the screen. Multiple ships, alien design, military class. They found the energy, Elias whispered. The cyber cow stood still, but its core glowed brighter, as if it sensed danger. Elias had a choice. Turn off the prototype and hide, or continue and risk everything. He thought of Luma, her shaking hands, her brave voice, her hungry sisters waiting in the dark. He did not turn the machine off. Instead, he unlocked hidden systems. Earth engineers had added safety layers long ago. No weapons, only survival tools. The cybercow responded. Its legs adjusted, panels shifted, energy flowed differently. Outside the lab, the ground vibrated. Small shapes moved in the distance. Luma returned. She was not alone. For smaller dragon girls followed her. They were weak, thin, and scared. Some could barely walk. Elias rushed to them. It is safe, he said. Come inside. The sisters looked at the cyber cow. Their eyes filled with wonder. Warm light touched their scales. They sat near the machine. Food formed slowly, pure, glowing, gentle. The sisters ate quietly. Tears rolled down their faces. They had not eaten real food in a long time. At that moment, the cyber cow changed again. Its energy field expanded. The sisters' breathing became easier. Cracks in their scales slowly healed. Elias stared at the data. This was new. The machine was learning, adapting to life. It is helping them heal. Elias said in shock. Luma smiled. Your machine has a good heart, she said. Before Elias could reply, the sky outside lit up. Alien ships broke through Earth's outer defense line. Their signals were loud and aggressive. A cold voice echoed through the lab speakers. Human caretaker, it said. You are harboring forbidden life forms. Elias stood tall. His hands shook, but his voice did not. This is Earth space, he said. They are children. Laughter filled the channel. Earth dares to speak. The voice mocked. Your prototype was a joke. Elias looked at the cyber cow. A joke. A machine laughed at by the galaxy. Leave now, Elias said. This machine is not a weapon. Exactly, the alien replied. Which is why you will lose. The ships began charging weapons. The sisters cried out in fear. Luma stepped forward, spreading her small wings. No, she said. We are not running anymore. Elias placed himself between the children and the door. He knew Earth had no fleet strong enough, no guns powerful enough, but he had something else, a machine built to protect life. The cyber cow's core shone brighter than ever. Energy surged into the ground, into the air, into the planet itself. Across the lab, systems activated, not weapons, but shields, fields of living energy. The alien ships paused. Their scans showed impossible readings. What is this? The cold voice asked. Elias answered softly. This is why he laughed. And for the first time, the galaxy stopped laughing. The alien ships stopped firing. Their weapons remained charged, but unmoving. Sensors showed strange results they could not understand. The energy from the cyber cow spread across the land, not violent, not destructive. It was calm and steady. Elias felt the floor warm under his feet. The planet itself was responding. What have you done? The alien commander demanded. His voice was no longer mocking. It carried doubt. Elias did not shout. He did not threaten. "This machine was never meant to fight," he said. "It was built to protect life." The cybercow stepped forward, metal legs pressing into the ground. Light flowed from its core like sunlight across the screens. Data changed fast. Dead soil began to react. Frozen land softened. Air quality improved. The alien ship scanned again. Planetary healing was detected, something no weapon could do. "This is impossible," one alien officer said. "Earth's technology cannot do this." Elias looked at Luma and her sisters. Their scales shone brighter now. Their wings were stronger. They stood without fear. "They said we were monsters," Luma said softly. "But this world accepts us." The alien commander hesitated. For the first time, he saw dragons not as threats, but as children. "This prototype violates galactic standards," the commander said. "Technology should control or destroy." "That is where you are wrong," Elias replied. Earth chose another path. Suddenly, the cybercow's systems unlocked fully, a final layer, hidden even from most humans, Earth's last safeguard. The machine connected with Earth's core systems. Energy flowed into oceans, forests, cities, across the planet. Lights stabilized. Food systems optimized. Hospitals received power. Human cities felt the change. People looked to the sky in confusion. Then in hope, the alien fleet received alerts. Other worlds were reacting to. The healing signal spread beyond Earth. "This is spreading," an alien officer warned. "If this continues, it will change everything." Elias nodded. "That was always the plan." The commander went silent. He remembered the council hall. The laughter, the insults. Earth had stood quietly then. Now the galaxy stood silent. The commander finally spoke. "Earth," he said, "you hid this power." Elias shook his head. "No," he said, "you never cared to look." Luma stepped forward, her sisters beside her. "We only wanted food and love," she said. The words echoed through the channel. Simple words, powerful words. The alien ships slowly powered down their weapons. One by one, fear was replaced by uncertainty. "This changes our laws," the commander said. "Dragons are no longer classified as hostile." Elias felt his breath release, but the moment was not over. "Earth," the commander continued, "the galaxy will be watching you now." Elias looked at the cyborg cow, at the children it saved, at the planet it healed. "That is fine," he said. "We are not afraid anymore." Above them, the alien fleet began to withdraw, not in defeat, but in respect, and across the galaxy. A single truth began to spread. Earth was never weak, it was simply kind. The sky slowly returned to normal. The alien ships disappeared into the dark. Earth was quiet again. Elias stood inside the lab, his hands still shaking, but his heart felt calm. Luma and her sisters stood near the cybercow. They were no longer hiding. They were no longer afraid. The machine's light softened. Its work was done for now, but its purpose was clear. Across Earth, people felt the change. Food systems stabilized. Energy flowed clean and steady. Hospitals and shelters received power. News spread fast. Earth's prototype, the one that was laughed at, had saved lives without firing a single shot. The Galactic Council met again. This time, there was no laughter, only silence. Images of Earth filled the hall. Green land, healed cities, dragon children standing beside humans. They used kindness as strength. One leader said, "Who does that?" Another whispered. Elias was invited to speak. He did not wear armor. He did not carry weapons. "We did not build this to rule," Elias said. "We built it to care." Luma stepped forward beside him, holding her sister's hands. "We only wanted to live," she said. The council listened. For the first time, they truly listened. New laws were written. Dragons were given protection. Earth was given respect. But Elias returned to the old lab. He did not want power. He wanted purpose. The cybercow remained there, still scratched, still simple, still strong. Luma and her sisters made their home nearby. They helped tend the land. They laughed freely. Other worlds began to ask questions. Not about weapons, but about life engines. About healing machines. Earth shared its knowledge, not for control, but for balance. The galaxy slowly changed. Fear faded. Understanding grew. One night, Elias watched the stars. Luma sat beside him. "Why did they laugh at Earth?" she asked. Elias smiled softly. "Because they only understood power," he said. "They did not understand humanity." The cybercow hummed quietly behind them. A simple sound, a a peaceful sound, far away. Alien children would grow up hearing a news story, not about war, but about a planet that chose kindness. And whenever someone mocked Earth again, the galaxy would remember they laughed at Earth's prototype, until it showed them what true strength was.